Otherwise, I don't want us to have it.
I've told you where the vehicle is.
The truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step. So as it was trying to gather itself, it fell.
What we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us distance of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
Welcome to Beetv News at 6 and now to the news headlines. Governor Monday Okwebelo assures residents of action over BEDC power challenges following protests in Benin City by concerned citizens.
So I want to let you know that the only way we can fight them is to bring stakeholders into this business of distribution.
EDH confirms appointment of Mr. Andrew Momodu as Civil Commissioner.
Blocking of major roads in the area. The House is frowning seriously about that no person has the right to block any road because he or she is doing any area. If you want to do an area, please, there are event centers. There are public areas where you can rent to carry out your burial rites.
Prominent Nigerians bid farewell to late Mrs. Victoria Garba, mother of Edo State Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs, Dr. B.C. Idaomi.
We have come to give thanks to our faithful God who kept our mother up to the age of 80. In the last 30 years, my mom has suffered from one ailment or the other. And she used to say to me, I don't try you. I don't wish I would reach 60. I don't ever reach 80. I want to use $1,000 to launch a donation fund for the youth department. And if one of them is here, so please come and stand with me so that you can hear what my friends want to do for you.
A pleasant evening to you and many thanks for joining us on Beetv Major News at 6, coming to you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. I am Evelyn Izibili. Now the news in details. Residents of Benin City on Monday staged a peaceful protest at King Square, popularly known as Ring Road, against the Benin Electricity Distribution Company BEDC over persistent power outages and increased electricity bills. Beetv News Favor Kolawole reports that the protesters who gathered at the city center carried placards and banners with inscriptions such as "No light, no payment." They sang solidarity songs and demanded improved electricity supply, insisting they would no longer continue to pay for what they describe as inadequate service.
A massive protest against Benin Electricity Distribution Company, BEDC.
Protesters gathered from different parts of Benin City metropolis decried what the term paying for darkness, insisting that they would no longer continue to settle electricity bills without a corresponding supply of power. Speaking with newsmen, some of the protesters expressed dissatisfaction over what they termed constant blackouts despite recent tariff hikes. They noted that the situation has adversely affected businesses and households across the metropolis, warning that residents may be forced to withhold payment of electricity bills if the state continues to experience prolonged darkness.
Yeah, we are here this morning to vent our spleen, to say Kabudo redettamenta to the epileptic power supply orchestrated by BDC that come to Edo State to steal from Edo people. No, the philosophy of private owned company is to make profit. What BDC, what they are doing today is to make profit while Edo people are suffocating.
We are here today because of the problem of the light in this state. Edo State is a state that we have learned people. We cannot be paying for light and they are giving us darkness. They have moved up from band A to band X. Band X is what? Solar. Most of us are now into solar. We are paying for light, we are getting darkness.
We are paying. We went to go and buy solar for what? When we are paying for our own cloud. So it's not fair.
Concerning the protest against darkness, we are protesting against darkness in Nigeria. We do pay our light bill. We pay. It's not like as though we don't pay. We have the receipts. We have our receipts, and that's why we have the audacity to come here. That's what is giving us the audacity to come here.
From the King's Square, the protesters were set to hit the streets when the executive governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, joined the protesters and addressed the crowd. The governor assured residents that the state government shares in their concern, explaining that Edo State does not have full control over BDC's operations.
So I've come to join you on the protest. When we are talking about shortchanging Edo people, it's all of us. My father in the village, your mother in the village, my brother in the city, and you and all of us that are standing here. Is that not so? Now, the frustration, why are they trying to frustrate Edo people? I want you to listen very well. There are people that own BEDC. It's not government-owned property. Even though Edo State, Ondo, Ekiti, Delta, we have stake, but it's just very small. The percentage is very small. So we do not have control over BEDC.
Governor Monday Okpebholo disclosed that a stakeholders meeting would be convened to find a lasting solution to the electricity challenges and appeal to residents to remain calm while efforts are being intensified to address the issue.
So I want to let you know that the only way we can fight them is to bring stakeholders into this business of distribution. I want to let you know we will break monopoly. That monopoly does not belong to one man. So how do we do it? We have to operate like the way telecom operates. Bring in different stakeholders, bring in different companies so that we can have alternative. Is it an alternative we know? So this meeting for this is situated for tomorrow. We are going to have a meeting in my office tomorrow, bring stakeholders so that we can talk, engage them and see how we can bring in more investors.
The peaceful protest ended shortly after the governor's address, with residents expressing hope that their grievance would receive urgent attention. Favour Kolawole reporting for Beetv News.
The special advisor to Governor Monday Okpebholo on political matters, Barrister Peter Wadia Igbinegi, has formally tendered his resignation from my position as special advisor to the governor on political party affairs. In a statement, Barrister Wadia said his decision comes after careful reflection and driven by willingness and determination to continue contributing his quota to the growth and progress of the All Progressive Congress from a more distinctive position that will further enhance his productivity and effectiveness in service. He said he remains deeply grateful for the confidence reposed in him and for the invaluable opportunity granted to serve under the governor's leadership during his tenure as special advisor. He said the experience gained and the privilege of working closely with His Excellency have been both rewarding and enlightening. Barrister Peter Owadia-Igbinege said he remains committed to the ideals and vision of the administration and will continue to offer his support towards the collective success of the government and the party. The Edo State House of Assembly has confirmed the appointment of Mr. Andrew Momodu as a civil commissioner in the state. Beetv News State House correspondent Temitope Oluwafemi reports that the confirmation followed the presentation and consideration of the report of the House Standing Committee on Screening.
Report on the screening of the nominee was presented by the chairman of the Committee on Rules, Business and Government House and Majority Leader of the House, Honorable Jonathan Ibamawu, during the plenary. The report followed the formal invitation extended to Mr. Andrew Momodu to appear before lawmakers, where he gave a brief introduction of himself. Subsequently, Honorable Gani Akpohia, member representing Esako West Constituency 2, moved a motion that Mr. Andrew Momodu take a bow in recognition of his successful screening. The motion was seconded by Honorable Kingsley Ugabi, member representing Esako East Constituency. The House unanimously adopted the motion, leading to the confirmation of his appointment.
Assist us from Esako West to plead with Mr. Speaker for our brother Honorable Momodu to please take a bow and leave the Honorable House for him to go and continue his good work that His Excellency have appointed him to do. Move a motion. And on this point, moving a motion that the Honorable House rise to second the motion. Every move by my brother from Esako West Constituency 2 that Mr. Andrew Momodu, because it is not an honorable, Mr. Andrew Momodu do take a bow.
In a matter of announcement, the Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Blessing Agbebaku, addressed the growing issue of blocking major roads during burial ceremonies across the state. He stated that the House strongly frowns at such acts, emphasizing that no individual or group has the right to obstruct major roads or streets under any guise. He called on all local government area chairmen to make it mandatory that roads must not be blocked during social or burial activities, stressing the need to maintain order and ensure the free flow of traffic.
Blocking of major roads during the area. The House is frowning seriously about that no person has the right to block any road because he or she is doing any burial. If you want to do a burial, please, there are event centers, there are public areas where you can rent to carry out your burial rites.
The Speaker also drew the attention of members to the low number of JAMB registration centers in Edo State. He expressed concern over the stress experienced by students and parents during enrollment periods and urged the Commissioner for Education to partner with the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board JAMB to increase the number of accredited registration centers ahead of the next enrollment exercise to ease the process for candidates.
Let's you know the kind of stress our chancellors, that's the road jam, they went through. That jam, they don't even have more than 3 parametric centers where our students that purchased that for corporate boss, doing corporate boss, to go to my local government, to carry those that got transformed and what's like possible, that got transformed for our children. I have to hire corporate boss to take them to our mission to go and do our business. Even as big as Edo Central, there's no single foundation funds there. They all go to Auchi for their foundations. It will not be as simple at all. So we want to call on the Constitution to please liaise with the JAM office so that such will not be said again.
In addition to legislative business, the House received several petitions. One of the petitions was from Ms. Stephanie, appealing for urgent intervention over the non-release of her Bachelor's of Science (BSc) certificate, despite completing all academic requirements in the Theatre Arts Department of Ambrosali University. The House also received a petition concerning the alleged unjust termination of employment, as well as another petition for the review of the special inspection team constituted by former Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki at Ambrosali University.
Seek your urgent intervention regarding the prolonged non-release of my BSc results despite the completion of all academic requirements. My details are as follows: full name, Stephanie, school ID E1049902.
After deliberations on the day's proceedings, the House adjourned plenary to Wednesday, 4th March 2026. Timjokwe Oluwafemi reporting for Beetv.
Honorable Paul Johnson Afagase, an APC aspirant for the Akoko Edo Federal House of Representatives in the 2027 general elections, has donated motorcycles, vehicle tires, and a renovated and rebranded vigilante utility vehicle to security agencies in Akoko Edo local government area of Edo State. The event was well attended by security agencies in Akoko Edo and other concerned groups. Beetv News' our senior reporter Best Orito has details.
The donation ceremony, which took place at the Nigerian Police Force Area Command in Igara, Akoko Edo local government area in Edo North Senatorial District of Edo State. In attendance was the APC chairman in Akoko Edo, Honorable Dickin Monday, and other party faithful and community leaders. In his remarks, the APC House of Representatives hopeful, Honorable Paul Johnson Afagase, expressed deep appreciation to the security agencies for their relentless efforts in safeguarding lives and property in Akoko Edo. He acknowledged the sacrifices made daily by security operatives and reiterated the need for collective support to enhance their operations. He further noted that the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, remains strongly committed to ensuring the security and safety of residents across the state. Afagase also commended President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his administration's effort towards strengthening national security. According to Afagase, the donation of motorcycles was specifically aimed at improving the mobility and operational efficiency of security personnel, particularly in responding swiftly to distress calls and tackling insecurity in remote and hard-to-reach areas within the local government area. He thanked the people of Akoko Edo for honoring him with their presence and assured them of his continued commitment to initiatives that would promote peace, security, and development.
Appreciate what you have been doing for us. Without you here, our people won't be able to sleep in their various houses. The government is responsible to secure the lives and properties of every citizen. And our governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, is doing that very, very well. He has proven that he's interested in the security of our people. That is why he employed in numbers to support what the federal government have done, and also he employed state vigilantes. Equally, our father, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is doing a great job in the security to secure the entire Nigeria. We just hear a new IG has been appointed, and this IG we all know is from his track record. He can curb every menace of insecurity in Nigeria.
Also speaking at the event, the APC chairman in Akoko-Edo local government area, Honorable Dickin Monday, commended Honorable Paul Johnson Afagase for what he described as his consistent good deeds and unwavering commitment to the welfare of his people. He noted that the donation was a clear demonstration of responsible leadership and genuine concern for the safety and progress of the local government.
I appreciate my brother who God has been using to do one or two things in this local government. Presentation of all this equipment today is for the suffering that we are to encounter in this local government. Those people did not allow us to rest. Not in government. You are not in high position. You are not a governor. You are not a president. Whether you are the chairman of the council. But because of the willingness of your people suffering, you said, no, I cannot fold my hand and be looking for people to come and destroy your people in the local government. I want to thank you, sir. God will continue to guide you and bless you, son.
Speaking on behalf of the security agencies, the area commander, Igara Oko Charles, appreciated Honorable Paul Johnson Afagase for the generous donation. He stated that the items would significantly enhance their capacity to curb criminal activities and maintain law and order in the local government. The area commander, who officially commissioned the security equipment, emphasized that the motorcycles were strictly for operational use and not for personal purposes. He stressed that they would be deployed solely for safeguarding the lives and property of the locals. He subsequently handed over the keys of the vigilante vehicle to the vigilante group and presented the vehicle tires to security officials present at the event.
To appreciate you for this kind gesture on behalf of the Commissioner of Police, Edo State. May God continue to bless you and may God grant you your heart desire. Commanders of the vigilante. I will urge you that this machine is not for personal use, it's for the purpose of security. Show appreciation by using it to protect the community and security of Akoko-Edo local government. Present this for the peace and security of Akoko-Edo local government. To present this tire to the people of Igara Police Division for the peace and security and to aid the mobility of the division.
Earlier, seasoned and experienced political leaders in Akoko-Edo local government area held a strategic meeting to deliberate on mobilization plans for Honorable Paul Johnson Afagase ahead of the forthcoming party primaries. Some of the political leaders in attendance congratulated Honorable Afagase in advance. They urged party members to remain united, emphasizing that regardless of the outcome of the primary election, it should not have any negative impact on the party.
Spread to the other world, help whoever is there, or how let's move. We are making in advance that we have selected vibrant, youthful, and very strong members to run your campaign for you. I mean, with them, things are good.
Speaking at the meeting, Honorable Paul Johnson Afagase expressed his appreciation to all the leaders for their support and assurances and reaffirmed his commitment to work with everyone for the progress of the party. He solicited their support for him to be nominated as the candidate of the party for Akoko-Edo Federal Constituency.
Appreciate you for your support. Our great party, APC, we structure your activities and advertise it, then we can start all the political primaries activities.
The ceremony concluded with renewed assurances of collaboration between community leaders, political stakeholders, and security agencies to sustain peace and stability in Akoko-Edo local government area. Best Orator reporting for Beetv News.
The family of late Mrs. Victoria Maro Garba of Unemen Nukwa in Akokwedo local government area of Edo State has held a Thanksgiving ceremony to appreciate God for the successful burial ceremony of their beloved mother, sister, wife, and grandmother who died at the age of 80. Beetv News Temitokwelu reports that the event was well attended by guests from across the country. Best Orator has details.
The Thanksgiving service, which took place at the Redeemed Christian Church of God Soul Winners Assembly, GRA Benin City, drew friends, family members, political leaders, and stakeholders who gathered to celebrate a life well spent and to identify with the Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation Edo State, Dr. BC Idaomi Esquire. In attendance were the APC woman leader, Mrs. Betty Bensi Okwebo, the Commissioner for Education, Dr. Paddy Yamu, and the Chief Medical Director, University of Benin Teaching Hospital, Professor Mrs. Idia Izeyamu, among other guests. Delivering the sermon, Pastor Osagi Izeyamu emphasized that joy and peace are far more valuable than wealth and riches. He urged the congregation to honor and celebrate their parents while they are alive and to continue showing them respect, even in death. He noted that having parents is a privilege. He commended the Honorable Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Dr. BC Idaomi Esquire, and her siblings for giving their mother a befitting burial, adding that late Mrs. Victoria Maro Garuba lived a good and fulfilled life.
I will make things easier for you than you think. Honor your parents. That is why I want to appreciate my friend Dr. BC Naomi and her siblings for what they did for their mother.
Surrounded by family members and friends, Dr. BC Idaomi Esquire danced joyfully to offer thanks to God. Speaking on behalf of the family, she expressed profound gratitude to God for sustaining their mother until the age of 80. She revealed that her mother once doubted she could live to 60 due to health challenges and pain, but God granted her longevity. Dr. Idaomi urged the congregation to always honor their parents and appreciated friends and relatives who accompanied the family to the village for the burial. In a show of appreciation and commitment to the church community, the commissioner made a financial donation to support the youths of the church. Her brother joined in the donation alongside the Commissioner for Education, Dr. Paddy Yamu, while special prayers were offered for Dr. Idaomi and her family by Pastor Osagi Izeyamu.
We have come to give thanks to our faithful God who kept our mother up to the age of 80. In the last 30 years, my mom has suffered from one ailment or the other. And she used to say to me, I don't try you. I don't start to reach 60. I don't let you reach 80. I want to use $1,000 to launch a donation fund for the youth department. And if one of them is here, so please come and stand with me so that you can hear what my friends want to do for you.
Shortly after the church service, a grand Thanksgiving reception was held at Frederick Hall, Gloria Garden and Event Center, 14 Commercial Avenue, GRA Benin City. The reception attracted an even larger gathering of dignitaries, political leaders, and party faithful. Notable personalities in attendance include the Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Blessing Agbebako, the Deputy Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Osamoyi Atu, the Majority Leader, Right Honorable Jonathan Ibamawo, the Coordinator, Office of the First Lady of Edo State, Her Excellency Mrs. Desili Okwebulu Anani, represented by Mrs. Habibat Yakubu, former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Dr. Pius Egberame Odubu, the State Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, Honorable Engineer Lawrence Oka, the Executive Director, Corporate Services of the Niger Delta Power Holding Company Limited, Right Honorable Engineer Moegi Ogbedihama, member representing Isako East Constituency, Honorable Kingsley Ugabi, the Chairman of Edo State Board of Technical and Vocational Education and Training, Barrister Mrs. Onome Briggs, former Majority Leader, Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Matthew Idwoyekeme, the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Honorable Paul Uhombamu, the Edo State Commissioner of Police, CP Monday Agbanika, the Acting Chairman of Wedo Local Government, Honorable Engineer Gabriel Iduseri, the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Dr. Siri Ushomole, amongst others. In her welcome address at the reception, the Honorable Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Dr. BC Idami Esquire, moved round the beautifully decorated hall to personally appreciate her colleagues, friends, her late mother's friends, and extended family members for honoring her invitation. The melodious tune of the franchise live band kept dignitaries on their feet, adding color and excitement to the celebration. In their remarks, former Deputy Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Mrs. Maria Mozele Ideko, described Dr. B.C. Daomi as an intelligent and exemplary woman, noting that her mother raised her well. She added that death is inevitable, but emphasized that Dr. Idaomi took very good care of her mother while she was alive. Honorable Kingsley Gabi stated that Mrs. Victoria Maro Garuba lived a fulfilled life and prayed that God would grant the family the fortitude to bear the loss.
BC is living a fulfilled life, and death is an inevitable end. As our mother has gone to meet the Lord, BC has given her a befitting burial. And while she was alive, BC took very good care of her mother, which is the most important thing.
Who have lived so beautifully well in this world, that God who gave her such a beautiful life to live will also give her a beautiful life even thereafter. And for our children, I ask that God will give them the fortitude to bear this loss and also to emulate those things Mama does when she was alive.
Chairman on the occasion, Chief Mrs. Mebe Adams, described the disease as her bosom friend and referred to Dr. B.C. Idaomi Esquire as her own daughter. She remembered the late Mrs. Victoria as a peaceful, jovial, and always smiling woman. The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Siri Oshomole, prayed that God would comfort the family and grant them the grace and peace to bear the loss, expressing hope that they will one day meet again to part no more.
Idaomi is my daughter. Mother Gloria Babada is my right friend. I knew her over 50 years ago. The mother was very close to me, a nice woman. She doesn't hurt a fly. She's a very quiet and humble woman.
I pray that God will grant her the fortitude to bear this huge loss. One thing she should have in mind, that one day they will meet to part no more, as long as she believes in the resurrection.
In her closing remarks, Dr. B.C. Idaomi Esquire once again expressed gratitude to God for seeing the family through the burial and Thanksgiving ceremony. She appreciated the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, the Speaker, and other members of the House for their support. She also thanked her siblings from across the world, her children, colleagues, and the leadership of the APC for standing by her. She urged those who still have mothers to cherish them and treat them with love and kindness while they are alive.
I want to use this opportunity to also say thank God for making my mom stay up to 80. That's one thing she always told me, BC, you're going to cry so much when I die. So be nice to me always. I wasn't nice sometimes, but I'm grateful that I was nice most of the time. On this note, I want to say thank you to everybody who came out. We started this burial since Thursday in Akoko Edo. Thursday and Friday, we got back here on Saturday. And today is Sunday, and we're having some soiree tonight. I thank everybody from the bottom of my heart.
Late Mrs. Victoria Maro Garuba died at the age of 80. Best Orator reporting for Beetv News.
Residents and leaders of Idumu Eige community in Ovia Northeast local government area of Edo State came together for a traditional assembly that culminated in the election of a new Okaigili, an event marked by excitement and celebration across the community. Beetv News Zaina Mohammed reports that the appointment was carried out in accordance with the community's long-standing custom and leadership traditions, ensuring the process reflected both cultural heritage and collective consensus. The report is presented by Best Orator.
Anticipation filled the air as community members and elders gathered at the community town hall of Beetv, exchanging greetings and sharing moments of friendship that reflected the deep bonds and collective spirit of the community. The Ojonwe then led the formal opening, performing traditional rituals, offering prayers, and breaking the kola nut in accordance with the Benin customs, invoking blessings, unity, and sense of shared purpose among all present. Following the sacred observance, the Ojonwe, Peter Igbinakenzo Akenuwa, addressed the people in Benin language and formally announced the emergence of Iyayi Omoyi as the Okagele of the community, a declaration that was received with approval and jubilation by those present. Speaking after his emergence, the newly appointed Okagele, Iyayi Omoyi, expressed gratitude to the community members, the Ojonwe, and the Oba of Benin for the confidence reposed in him. He pledged to work closely with the Ojonwe and other elders to promote peace, unity, and development in the community, assuring that he will carry out his responsibilities diligently for the progress of all. Also speaking, Igbinosa Patrick, the secretary of Beetv community, stated that the emergence of the new Okagele through the Ojonwe selection is a significant and unprecedented movement for the community. He described the ceremony as a great step towards unity and progress, assuring that members will give their full support to the new Okagele to ensure sustained development. He added that the community look forward to positive growth, including improved infrastructure such as hospitals and other essential projects, pledging their collective cooperation to achieve these goals.
Today, it comments that the Ojonwe have elected the Okagele. And this is a funny thing, we have not seen it before. This is a time for us to witness it. And it's a great ceremony. Today, the Beetv community have started developing, and the development will continue in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. This village have moved on today. Every area that we have to work, we have to support Okagele to see that the community develops the way we want it.
Some members of the community, particularly the youths, expressed happiness over the emergence of the new Okagele, Iyayi Omoyi, noting that the authority given by the Oba of Benin to oversee the affairs of the community is well placed. They described the Okagele as a kind, capable, and peace-loving leader, expressing confidence that his leadership will bring unity, progress, and positive development to the community.
The Okagele is a nice man and a nice friend to me too, because the right of time of this committee, the Okagele is working fine, so he's trying. So we will join it to work very fine for this community.
He's a very good man, straightforward person, good to go, we don't have problem.
As the ceremony drew to a close, a sense of unity and shared purpose lingered among the attendees, highlighting the enduring strength of community bond. The gathering not only celebrated tradition but also inspired hope and optimism for continued harmony and progress in the days ahead. Best Orator reporting for Beetv News.
Concern amounting in Benin City over the growing number of houses and shops built close to high-tension power lines, a development residents say poses serious risks to lives and property. Beetv News Zainab Mohammed reports that in some parts of the city, such as Ogbo, in the GRA residential buildings and business structures are close to electricity transmission installation, despite safety regulations requiring a significant distance between buildings and power lines.
High-tension
high-tension power lines are designed to carry large amounts of electricity across long distances and are not meant to be surrounded by residential structures due to hazards such as electric shock, fire outbreak, radiation exposure, and the danger of cables snapping during storms. Safety standards recommend that buildings be located about 100 feet away from such installations to reduce this risk. Findings show that non-compliance with planning regulations, weak enforcement, and the search for affordable land have contributed to the steady encroachment on restricted zones beneath power lines. Residents warn that electrical faults or structural failures in these areas could lead to devastating consequences.
The principle building a house under the high tension is risky and is dangerous because once there is issue with the electricity, it can easily affect the houses there. And two, it's supposed to be 100 feet away from the high tension. But today you see that because of greed, people don't obey the principle of building houses.
High tension wire is quite dangerous. As a pharmacist and a medical personnel, I can tell you it really have negative effects because of the radiation and the electricity that is being released from that high tension wire. So it's really bad. It's not good for our health and it's dangerous. Probably for high winds can blow the poles and fall on the buildings and kind of get someone electrocuted.
Many residents are therefore calling on the government and relevant authorities to intensify monitoring, enforce existing laws, and remove structures within prohibited areas, while also creating public awareness on the dangers of building near high-tension installations.
Apart from the fact that it is illegal, because we know that government or community will not allocate such lands to people. If any community does that, that community is in the wrong, as well as the person who bought the land and built under high tension. And then there are a lot of risks involved, like I said. Of course, if there is, for example, there is if the wire has any reason to cut, or maybe there's a storm or something, of course, the people under the high tension will definitely be in danger. There could be fire, there could be electric shock, and all of those dangers. The government should enforce the law and do everything possible to remove people that are under that are built under such such environment. It is the duty of the government to protect lives and property, and removing them from under high tension is actually a duty that they should do.
The government needs to bring a policy that cannot be banned. Not money duplication. Due to political reasons and electoral reasons, some governments try to shy away for implementing such policy because they feel that persons that they are trying to build the house might not vote for them. So most of them shy away from implementing it. So the government should put a stiffer measures that anybody that builds in the house will not just get the house demolished, but will be persecuted with 3 or 4 years jail term.
As urban expansion continues in Benin City, concerned individuals stress the need for strict adherence to safety regulations to prevent avoidable disasters and ensure safer living environments for residents. Zainab Mohammed reporting for Beetv News.
And now to the world of business. The Nigeria Customs Service has reported significant growth in its advanced ruling accounts, which rose from 60 in December 2024 to 173 in December 2025. The initiative contributed 2.9% of revenue from goods valued at 240.8 billion naira. The figures were disclosed by National Public Relations Officer Abdullahi Maiwada, a Deputy Controller of Customs, during the 17th session of the Capacity Building Committee of the World Customs Organization in Brussels. The reports.
Maiwada said 83 advanced rulings were issued in 2025, representing a 188.3% increase in registered accounts year-on-year. He explained that the service has shifted from routine reporting to evidence-based communication, highlighting measurable reform outcomes under the leadership of Controller General Adewale Adeniyi. The reforms focused on institutional capacity building, human resource development, and stakeholder engagement. Using the time release study as an example, Mawada noticed that transparent data tools, including infographics, revealed that many cargo clearance delays were caused by systemic idle time rather than inspection procedures, underscoring the impact of structured communication on efficiency. Krishnan Raghunath has stepped down as regional executive for West Africa at Africa Data Centers after 5 years, during which he oversaw significant expansion and infrastructure growth. He announced his departure in a LinkedIn post, citing a new professional chapter. Under his leadership, African Data Centers strengthened its footprint in West Africa, becoming an established provider of colocation and cloud connectivity services. Raghunath said his tenure focused on building resilient infrastructure to support the region's digital future, helping the company cement its position in the fast-growing data center market. About 14.66% of Nigeria's 2025 crude oil output was allocated to servicing crude-backed loans, according to NNPC and the Nigeria Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. 4 facilities, Project Gazelle, Project Yield, Project Leopard, and Eagle Export Funding, account for 213,000 barrels per day. The total volume committed over the year equals 77.75 million barrels, valued at around $5.16 billion or 8.36 trillion naira at the official exchange rate. These arrangements form a key part of NNPC's funding framework, earmarking a significant share of output for debt repayment before revenues reach government coffers. Naomi Ewere reporting from Beetv News.
Israel launched a new wave of air and missile strike on Tehran and other strategic locations in Iran on Sunday, following the killing of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei in a joint U.S.-Israeli operation on Saturday. The strikes targeted military facilities, leadership compounds, and missile sites. The report.
Iran responded with missile barrages aimed at Israeli positions, and Iranian-backed groups, including Hezbollah in Lebanon, reportedly fired rockets into Israeli territory. The escalation has disrupted air travel and critical infrastructure in Tehran. Reports indicate multiple senior Iranian officials were killed in the initial strikes, including Khamenei, while civilian areas were also affected. True full casualty figures remain unconfirmed. Following Khamenei's death, Iran appointed a temporary leadership council to manage the country's affairs. President Masoud Pezeshkian vowed revenge and emphasized that Iran would defend itself against further attacks. U.S. President Donald Trump stated that Iran's new leadership had signaled willingness to negotiate and that he is open to talks once conditions are met. White House officials confirmed that Iran has suggested potential openness to dialogue with the United States. The conflict has caused global economic concerns, particularly over oil supply distributions through the Strait of Hormuz. Oil prices surged as markets reacted to fears of further escalation. International traders, including the United Nations, have urged restaurants and called for a return to negotiations to prevent a wider regional conflict. Fighting continues with no ceasefire, and while diplomatic signals indicate Iran may be open to talks, ongoing military operations make immediate negotiations uncertain. Naomi Ewere reporting from Beetv News.
Popular content creator Pella has warmed hearts online after surprising his girlfriend, Jarvis, with a brand new Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe for her birthday. The romantic gesture quickly gained attention on social media, with fans praising the grand display of affection. The reports.
Sharing this special moment on Instagram, Pella explained that the gift was deeply personal. He revealed that Jarvis had often spoken about growing up without her father, and he wanted to show her the love and support she may have missed. His message emphasized the importance of making meaningful gestures that reflect care and emotional understanding in a relationship. The surprise sparked widespread reactions online, with many fans describing the act as next-level love. Others focused on Jarvis' emotional response, noting how genuinely happy she appeared as she received the luxury car. In another development, popular Nigerian gospel musician Taiwo Adegbodu, widely known by his stage name Sati, has reportedly passed away. News of his death began circulating on Facebook, with posts claiming that the gospel minister died in the middle of the night. The reports have left fans and followers in shock as many struggle to come to terms with the sudden loss. Tributes and condolence messages have continued to pour in across social media platforms, with supporters praying for strength and comfort for his family during this difficult time. Several fellow gospel artists have also taken to social media to express their grief and pay tribute to the late singer. Sati, who was one of a twin, was known for his dedication to gospel music and ministry, making his reported passing a heartbreaking development for many within the Christian music community. Michael B. Jordan scored a surprise win at the Actors Awards, earning Best Actor for his role in Sinners. The film also took the 9th top honor, Best Ensemble Cast. In his acceptance speech, Jordan said he was not expecting the win and felt so honored and privileged to be nominated. Accepting the Ensemble Award, his co-star Delroy Lindo described making Sinners as an incredible journey, saying the cast brought their hearts and souls to the project each day. He added that being recognized by fellow actors was deeply meaningful and that words could not fully express their gratitude. The wins came a week after the British Academy Film Awards, where Jordan and Lindo were praised for their composure when Tourette's campaigner John Davison involuntarily shouted a racial slur while they were on stage. Other actor awards winners included Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, J.C. Buckley for Hamnet, Ami Madigan for Weapons, and a posthumous award for Catherine O'Hara for The Studio. Naomi Ewewe reporting from Beetv News.
Lionel Messi scored twice as Inter Miami CF came from 2-0 down to beat Orlando City SC 4-2 in Major League Soccer's Florida Derby on Sunday. Orlando took an early lead through Marco Pasalik's 18th-minute finish from Ivan Angulo's cross, and Martin Ojedad added a second 6 minutes later following a run from Griffin Dorsey. Miami beaten in their season opener last week railed before halftime. Rodrigo De Paul came close with a long-range effort saved by Orlando goalkeeper Maxime Cripple, and Messi was denied a chance inside the area before finally scoring in the 36th minute with a left-footed strike to make it 2-2. Messi then set up Telasco Segovia for the go-ahead goal in the 85 minutes and sealed the comeback himself in the 90th minute with a low-range free kick under Cripple, completing Miami's 4-2 victory. And that's it on the Sidebar News package for tonight. You're still watching Beetv News at 6. I am Evelyn Izibili. Thank you and have a good night.